am so sick and tired of WWE, Raw and SmackDown sucking all the time. Oh, wait a minute. This episode of SmackDown was actually good. I can't believe it. I thought that this would never happen. So, anyway, we start off the show, and you think it's going to suck because it starts off with the big shit coming out, cutting a boring-ass promo, almost as bad as his wrestling. Brodus Clay comes out, all tough, and it's ridiculous because he's got his goofy-ass music playing in the background, and they come out and they start fighting each other like in slow motion, and then David Otunga, the master of the jobbers, comes out and starts mocking Brodus Clay on the mic as he beats him down. They're all chanting at the Big Show, "You can't wrestle, you can't wrestle," and the announcers acknowledge it, saying that they're really getting on him, but the Big Show doesn't care. Well, WWE better care. The fans fucking hate the Big Show. They're not behind him. No one liked the No Way Out cage match. It's enough with the Big Show already. He's been in WWE for too long. He's stale. He's always been a bad wrestler. He's never improved. There's no point to it. Up next, we got Pastrami on Ryback versus two jobbers. Same old fucking shit. They're going nowhere with this. Just random jobber matches. It's boring as hell. Next match. Well, actually, up next, we got Foley dancing in the back. Some lame interaction with Foley and Vicky Guerrero telling him that, you know, he better behave because she's going to be general manager next week or else he's going to be her assistant. And then he brings over Khali for some reason and he says, oh, you should make him your assistant. They just all of a sudden start randomly dancing. It's PG garbage. Next, we got Del Rio and Christian. This was a good match. I give it 2.5 stars. A lot of back and forth. One little minor little botch by Christian hitting a kick in the corner, but I liked it a lot. It was really solid. Del Rio gets the win. Christian lost. He might be Intercontinental Champion, but he looked really good, and plus he was distracted, so they covered his ass that way. Really liked the match. Good stuff. Up next, we got Kane defeating Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan jobbing again. I know it sucks, but this was another decent little match. I give it about 2 stars. I'm actually rating the matches this week because it's actually worth it. Because they were actually decent. They actually felt like real matches. Daniel Bryan jumps off the top rope and Kane fails to catch him. He was either supposed to hit him with grab him with the choke slam or the uppercut, and Michael Cole, like a fucking idiot, blames it on Daniel Bryan and says he slipped off the top rope. It's so obvious that he didn't slip and that it was Kane's negligence because he failed to catch him. What a fuck up. But anyway, you know, he loses via choke slam, and it was a pretty good match. He got distracted by AJ at ringside, so they cover his ass, but he still loses, so he still looks like a chump. But he tried. This is the only way Kane could have a good match, is if he has it with someone like Daniel Bryan. They got to carry him. It's the same thing. He's just a little bit better than the Big Show. Not by much. But yeah, this was decent. Up next, we get Mick Foley coming to the ring, and we got Slater comes out and says that he better do something about the Cyndi Lauper segment. You know, he better get justice. Why even bring this up? It was a failure. Everyone hated it. There's no reason to go back to it. So anyway, he brings out Zack Ryder, and Zack Ryder gets a good reaction. They've backed off on Zack Ryder, WWE. This matchup was only about a minute long, and Slater jobs to him. They should be doing a lot more with both guys. Both guys are pretty talented. I already said I don't like Ryder's gimmick. It's lame. But Slater is very cocky. I like his style. And if you watch his matches on Superstars, he's pretty good. He's got a personality. He's got in-ring ability, so I like it. But yeah, this is just a waste of a match. There wasn't any purpose to it. Just they had a match for the hell of it. Filler. Then up next we got the Primetime Players beating the Usos, and no one gives a shit. I'm even surprised when the Usos come out and they go, ooh, and the crowd says so. I mean, not a lot of people are saying it, but it's audible. Everybody should just shut the fuck up and not say anything. Both of these teams are garbage. I mean, you know, not that the Usos are terrible or anything, but they're just really generic. They don't really do anything impressive. I don't have to really say anything about the primetime players. You got the fucking doofus Titus Young taking D'Lo Brown's finisher and gets the win. Up out in the back, they got Primo and Epico brawling with primetime. It's just a bunch of jobbers brawling. Why are they even bothering? No one fucking cares about the tag division. Then up next, we've got Santino Marella coming out, and he's showing the signs in the crowd, the best signs, he says. But he shows a generic sign that just says CM Punk on it. Are you serious? And then a black woman comes out from the audience, and she's got the sock puppet on her hand and wearing a Santino shirt, like a grown-ass woman. And anyway, they touch their cobras together like they're kissing, and then she plants him with a kiss, and he falls down like he's all flustered. It's fucking stupid as hell. It's fucking baby shit, really. I mean, that is just a complete waste of time. And the fact that they said that this was supposed to be the best signs, and they just show people who have wrestlers' names on it, or big sellout. They've seen that sign 1,000 times. Up next, we got Sheamus defeating Ziggler for the 4th time. That's an official record, by the way. But this was a good matchup for a TV match. This was a great one. I give it 2.5 stars. It was just as good as the Christian Del Rio match. Ziggler looked really impressive here. I like the famouser off the ring steps. That looked really good. So yeah, I mean, they're not ready to commit to Ziggler because they keep jobbing him out. He lost on a Raw and a SmackDown. Then he lost on pay-per-view. Now he lost again on this SmackDown. So they're not ready to commit to him. But he looked good. He looked credible. He looked like a competitor, like a real challenger. So I don't know. I'm not happy about it. They could have had Sheamus losing to him by getting distracted, but they don't want to commit yet. So yeah, there were 3 really decent matches on the card. The rest of it was shit. But if you didn't see it, well, then you actually missed a pretty decent show. I'm very surprised, but good work, WWE. I hope you keep it up, but I know you won't.